So, you know what? We've had a very kind of interesting last couple of weeks where it's just been interviews back to back. And so I feel like whenever we come off of that, it's
We have to
tricky.
relearn. We have to relearn this.
But something that, the interview that aired last week with Naomi, Amish Inspiration.
You know what? It did inspire me.
It did inspire, and it inspired, I feel like, a lot of people.
But not the way that I think that anybody thinks. It inspired me to actually go to a strip club.
Well, and I've never been to a strip club, and we talked to Naomi about that, and I've never been, and it's not for lack of not wanting to go. I'm not anti-strip club. Like, some people hate strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I just have never had the opportunity, or the not even the opportunity, just I guess the opportunity. Like, I've just never gone.
You should probably go.
You've never taken me.
I asked you if you wanted to go with me this time, didn't I?
No.
I just told you about it after.
Me. Yeah, you told me about it after the fact.
Damn. Okay. Well, next time.
Sure.
We're gonna go to Cheeks, the one in Wilmington. I want to.
What's the other one? So Delaware doesn't have many strip clubs. But
the Cheeks used to be. Was it the Gold Club?
The Gold Club, and then what's the other one?
I don't know. I've never.
So I think there are two. Well, didn't Delaware, when we were growing up, it was Fantasia. Wasn't Fantasia in Delaware, or was that in Philly?
I don't know.
I think it was a Delaware thing. But I don't know, because I just remember seeing the sign, like the billboard for it.
Okay. I'll tell you the closest thing that I ever got when I was not a little kid, but growing up, my uncle would take us, not take us, for his birthday every year. He would want to go to Casablanca. Casablanca.
Moroccan?
The Moroccan cuisine. Yeah. And on like Fridays or some special day, they'd have the belly dancers come out, and they have their little nothing. They're like weren't wearing anything, and they had the little ting 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 ting, and their little finger,
they hit the
finger
little
bells.
Finger bells.
They're like cymbals almost,
yeah.
And they just go. And they would just make him real uncomfortable. Uncle real pale, and he would just turn cherry red.
But that's where he wanted to go. So he picked. Does that?
And we brought the whole family.
Does that make you a masochist, or like?
Not a masochist. I think a masochist is when. Okay, so let me tell you. Here's. I think what makes a masochist, and actually, we should probably look up the definition of a masochist. But when we did go to the strip club, we had somebody whose birthday was near, and we paid for them to get the hot seat. If you've never been to a strip club, then you don't know what the hot seat is. The hot seat is where you get up on stage, you sit on the chair, everybody kind of cheers you on, and they get. We got to pick the stripper that did this, but usually they pick the biggest, baddest, meanest stripper that they have there. And she proceeds to kind of beat the fuck out of you. She takes your belt off. They tie your hands. I don't know if they tie. They didn't in this case, but I've seen them do that. And they like whip you with your belt. They climb up to the top of the pole that you're sitting like right on. And then they drop.
Is that enjoyable?
For the rest of us.
So, okay. I don't want to be like whipped and like tied up when I go.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay. That's not mandatory.
Unless you have like dickhead friends that make you, but like you could just leave, I guess, if you were really that against it.
Yeah, we'll go. And we'll make a night out of it. Uh-huh. Maybe take me out to dinner first.
Sure, romance you a little bit.
Sure,
make sure that you're nice and loose.
Yeah, this is new territory. But Naomi was saying that it's a lot of fun for couples to go. Like she said, that was her favorite. Like when the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whomever would come in, like that was her shit.
Mm-hmm. Shay and I used to go every Valentine's Day.
And what do you think it is about going to like a strip club that is fun for couples? Like, why is that so? Oh, let's go look at other people get naked, right? But On the other hand, do you want to go to a male strip club?
No, I don't. I don't want to.
But I feel like ask most anybody, no one really does. Like
okay, so this is funny. You can't say that. Shay just last night, girls trip. They went to Nashville. They went to it's not a male strip club, but it's like, what is it? A male review.
Okay,
whatever. So the guys, I don't know if they actually got naked.
I think they have the little like
G-string thong.
G-string, yeah, probably a Quippo sponsored.
But from what I heard, it was disappointing.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They didn't bring their A game.
Do you remember hearing those stories? Like people would, they would like tie like a rubber band around their junk to make it like look bigger, and then it would like cut the circulation off.
No, wait. Well, maybe, but there's a story that I'm thinking of. That TV show, what is it? A thousand ways to die?
Yeah.
Dude goes to the club and he gets an idea he wants himself to look like he's got a massive hog. So he takes a big sausage and he ties that to his leg, and he's got it tied so tight that it cuts off circulation to his leg. And when he untied it later, like in the bathroom, there was a blood clot that went right to his heart or his brain. Or I don't know how blood clots work. And then he died. Who knows if that's real?
So 1,000 Ways to Die, for those of you listening, it was on what, Spike TV?
I think so. Or G4.
Or one of them.
Same difference.
But the number one way, like I saw the episode with the number one way to die, and it was someone, their heart gave out while they were fucking.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, that's the best way to go out.
Sure.
But someone I saw, so they had a prosthetic eye, right? Took it out, put it in a cup of water. Well, someone woke up. I think like I don't know if they were like, it was like a one night stand kind of deal. Someone came over, woke up. So like you wake up thirsty, right? So you're like, oh, a glass of water, and they drank it. And it was just the right size where it lodged in their throat, and they died because then they couldn't get it out.
Oh,
what a way to go!
What if you had a Wi-Fi eye? You could just see their throat. You wake up and you go, oh, where is this eye?
Well, so that being blind would be horrible, right? Like you're always it's total darkness, right? But imagine, and I was watching The Boys again, and there's that scene where that they're trying to fill the what is it, the super or whatever they're called, the Super 8 or whatever, the team, their team.
Yes.
And that dude he's blind.
The Seven?
The Seven, yeah. And the dude's blind, and he was like, oh, okay, well, what if I did this? And he bashes his ears in, and he's like, now you can't see or hear. Like, so essentially at that point, are you stuck in your own hell?
Well, you still have a few senses, right? You still have touch.
You can still smell. You can still taste.
Yep, that's it. And, I suppose, how about this? Hear me out. I think as long as I can eat and fuck, I could still live a happy life.
And that opens up because then I'm fucking like whatever. Like,
well, when
you don't
have to worry about if she's got an annoying voice. Now, hear me out though. What would be dangerous? What if it's a dude? You gotta watch.
No, don't care. Because also, what's a dude at that point?
That's true. Yeah. You don't want to, I guess if you're fucking and you reach down, you feel a little joystick. You can.
Did you ever see that fucking meme where it's like Braille was like Playboy released the first like Braille issue, and it's like the kid sitting there touching, and he's just like, damn. Like, I don't understand, how, or was it Family Guy when he's like, was your card red? He's like, I don't know what red is. And he's like, ta-da.
I'd have to say, I'd rather be deaf.
I think I would rather be blind.
You'd rather be blind than deaf? Yep. I would feel very lost. Have you ever tried to walk through your house with your eyes closed?
typically like only if it's like nighttime and you're kind of just like, but then your night vision kicks in.
Well, I like to close my eyes at nighttime like that because I don't want to catch any light in my eyes.
Oh, that's
when
fair.
I get back to bed, although I'm usually just walking into the bathroom.
Okay, so so you walk through your house with your eyes closed.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to test to see if I know where all my shit is.
And you should.
It's only fucked me a few times. Kids leave out some toys.
Fucking Lego.
Lego of death. The steps are real dangerous because it seems that everything accumulates right on the 5th step up. And then somebody goes, I'll take that up the next time I go up. And we all walk past it for a month.
So what do you think is the most painful thing, like toy, to step on?
Lego's the easy, obvious answer.
And I feel like Lego, you got to take Lego out of the equation because that's going to be everyone's like top toy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a Lego hurts
that's the
to fucking step
That's
on.
the easy, low-hanging fruit. All right, hear me out. Curveball. I'm going to say it's a sex toy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trip down the stairs on a fucking dildo.
It's just one of the flat, straight, the double-ended dildos, and you step on it, and it rolls you, and you just go, whoa.
No. So, and you like, there's something scary about like falling down the stairs because if you do it I want to say the right way, but like you'll just break your fucking neck.
That's something what I like to call. I fell down the steps when I was a kid,
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But what we would have now is what I like to call an adult fall. And the difference is there's the easiest difference, and it's not like you're going to go and find this difference, but when you fell when you were a kid, everybody just goes, "Hey, get back up. You're good."
Yeah, sure.
If you fell now, everybody will rush over to you and go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" That's how you can tell it's an adult fall.
Would somebody call an ambulance? Do you remember at work?
Uh-huh.
You told an individual, you said, "Oh yeah, you can go out that exit," and she was like,
"Oh, it was raining." Okay, all right. Listen, it was raining. So it was raining, and the walk from like this door here to everybody's cars was so far, and it was pouring. I mean, the water was even pulling up by the cars. So I said, all right, well, let's walk through the building, and there's this like, not a fire escape, but kind of emergency door. It didn't trigger any alarms or anything like that. I said, let's go out this door right here. And I tell this person, I say, go ahead, you can go out this door. And what I neglected to say was that there was a big fat step down. And
it did say, but there was a sign that said, watch your step when you open the door. So it was...
So she just goes, oh, okay. And I think she must have just been rushing. And she goes, ah! She just fucking goes down. And and here I am just like, I'm just holding the door open like,
you good?
Are you okay?
And I think she ended up like actually like hurting herself.
That was an adult fall.
That was an adult fall. Well, I feel like though now like there's a couple things that as I've gotten older I try to be like super mindful of, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm alone, I try to eat like slower so I don't fucking...
Are you a good choker?
I am a good I am a good choker. I've choked enough in my life where but I feel like that's such a terrifying way to go.
Shay was choking one time on a piece of chicken. I might have been a can of tuna or a can of chicken, whatever. One of those like canned
the whole
meats.
Can, yeah.
She put the whole can in her mouth now. And so I've saved her. I came up one. So she's done this multiple times. She would be on like a Weight Watchers kick, and she's just eating the canned chicken, no mayonnaise. She's just raw
dogging it, nice and dry.
So one time, I smacked her. I smacked her on the back so hard that she eventually coughed it out.
Okay.
She probably would have got it out anyway, but she was like scared. And another time she threw herself over like the back of a couch to save herself. It was probably the arm of a couch.
And that's, I hear that's what you're supposed to do if you're by yourself. Like,
yeah. If you can't fish it out with your fingers, right? Oh no, you're not supposed to fish it out with your fingers because you don't want to lodge it. Yeah, you don't
want to. Or like, and you're not supposed to drink.
Right.
Because growing up, it was always like, "Oh, have some water," and that's also bad because you don't want to push it down. They always say to like encourage coughing and like try to push it back the fuck out.
You want everything to go that way.
That way, not that way.
But if you can still breathe,
you're good.
then you're okay. You're not technically choking.
If you
can go, hey, I'm...
Yep. If you can talk, if you can cough, then you're not
okay.
choking.
You're okay for now. But I feel like if it's just like a globule. Did you ever... Wait. Did you ever read the book Choke by the same guy that wrote Fight Club?
Where the dude would just shove shit down his throat to get like free meals.
So he would go to these nice steak restaurants, which I have a story about steak restaurants as well.
Okay,
after this, he would go to nice steak restaurants. I forget who played him in the movie. Some actor that I don't.
It was the dude from like Avengers that played Agent Coulson. Paul, right?
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so, man.
You're gonna look that up. So anyway, yeah. Well,
I don't have my my keyboard's not.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
right
get
now
because I need to find this out.
Yeah, I think it was. What is his name? Phil Coulson,
or is that
Greg Coulson? Phil? Maybe that's
no. It's Greg. No, it's not.
Who was
you know
it?
what? But I believe you're onto some. Wait, director.
Oh, he directed
He's
it.
The
That's
director.
right. He directed
Clark
it. Okay.
Gregg.
Clark Gregg directed it. Yes.
Yes, and hold on. I'm going to tell you the actor that was the star.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, but he kind of looks like Matthew McConaughey. Sam Rockwell.
Oh, okay. Also in Iron Man.
Yes, that's what I thought. Was he Iron Man 2?
Yeah, he was.
He was the guy.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right.
Good. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So
now that we got that squared away,
he would go choke, and people would save him, and then those people would give him like money.
Sure.
They would say, "Oh my God, that was the most important day of my life. I saved your whole entire life. Please let me have you over for dinner." They'd remember him at Christmas, whatever. But let me tell you about my my recent steak dinner. We went to Prime 225.
And where is that located?
It's in Chesapeake City.
Okay, so it's on the water.
Very close.
Very
it's in
close.
The little town.
Okay.
I don't know if you spend much time there. It's a cute little town.
Yeah, I've been, but like I haven't been enough to know.
Yeah.
POIs.
We've got friends with a boat. This wasn't one of those trips, but
right.
not like a boat trip. That's like the Chesapeake Inn. There's a place called Hole in the Wall.
What's the other one? Schaefer's
Canal House. Yep. But anyway, Prime 225, kind of upscale steakhouse.
Expensive.
Yeah, that steak is like what they do. They have other shit, obviously. Yes, expensive. Their A5 Wagyu is like close to $200 for a cut, whatever it is.
And so I feel like that's
out of my price range.
That's a fair reason. Like for a nice steakhouse, that doesn't sound ridiculous, right?
It's just ridiculous for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go. I get the ribeye, and Shay gets the, I want to say filet. She likes filet.
Okay.
And medium rare for me. And you can't I know how you like your steaks.
No, but look, steak should be okay. I'll say this: steak should be rare to medium rare. Like
okay.
That's it. Like it shouldn't go above medium rare, right? Like that's kind of.
I agree because then you're. There was some clip of a show where she was like, I like it medium well, and that's exactly how Shay ordered it, and I cringe. If it's a good cut of meat, it just makes it so much more chewy. Like I don't know what the aversion is.
But on the other side of that, some people are super against like, there's red and there's pink, so that means it's undercooked, but like, and they refuse to eat it, even though like it's not, right? I mean, I guess technically, like, but it's cooked to a certain temperature. But same thing with like pork chops, right? Like our parents used to dry pork chops the fuck out, but
pork chops need to be cooked. They need to be cooked to 500 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 30 minutes at that temperature.
And I think the biggest fear was trichinosis. I think like the worms. I think it's like a worm. It's like a parasitic worm.
So as long as you don't have shit meat,
and if you go to like a grocery store, you're probably not getting. There's so many regulations and shit. Like, but anyway, like some people though refuse to eat bloody meat, and I'll tell you, I refuse to eat. Like, I don't want my cheeseburger to be fucking rare.
Well, that is different, yeah.
And that is different, you know what I mean? Because it's been worked and it's been processed.
It's the outside of the meat needs to necessarily be the thing that was cooked to a higher temperature than the inside of the meat.
And right? You're breaking that kind of seal when you're.
So when you grind it, it then turns the whole entire steak into the outside of the steak.
So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Do you think more people like their steak rare or medium rare?
Medium rare.
You think so?
I think rare.
Medium rare?
I bet worldwide, medium rare is wildly more popular than rare.
So your opinion is?
Yes.
Medium rare is more popular than rare.
Because that's what I like. Because that's
what you like.
Because that's what I like.
So do you remember we went out and I got the was it the ahi tuna?
I think it was an ahi tuna steak.
And I said, and he was like, "How do you want it cooked?" And I was like, "Rare." And he was like, "Rare?"
He seemed worried.
And I was like, "Well, it is fresh, right?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, totally." And then I got sick.
I bet you they had just had a new chef in the back or something.
So do you think though that sauce, like A1 sauce, has any place on steak? Or anywhere, to be honest.
No, I don't like A1.
A1 is not good.
And how about this? I dislike A1, and I only like barbecue sauce on barbecued meats, like a barbecued pulled chicken, pulled pork.
Delicious. But don't put that shit on my cheeseburger.
Don't put it on my cheeseburger. Don't put it on my eggs. Don't put it on my anything else. Mac and cheese. Barbecue sauce only stays with barbecue.
And honestly, barbecue is one of my least favorite sauces. Like, I do like it, but like there are so many other sauces that I'll do you one even better. If you told me I could never eat barbecue sauce again, I would make do and figure something else out.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? That'd be all right.
Do you fucks with what is it? The Alabama white barbecue sauce?
Oh, I do.
And is that just you just add like mayonnaise or ranch to barbecue sauce?
Is it mayonnaise?
Maybe.
Okay, but I went out to lunch the other day. I went out for work, and we all got wings. Mm-hmm. Speaking of ranch, right? And whenever you order wings, you always get the question, right? Mm-hmm. Would you like blue cheese or would you like ranch? Oh, everyone at the table, they got ranch. And they were like, what kind of monster would get blue cheese?
No, they didn't say what kind of monster.
They did, but you know who I was with, so I being funny, but blue cheese and wings go together better than ranch and wings.
Now, I won't disagree with you that it belongs, but I just prefer ranch.
Now, do you like ranch on your salad?
It's okay.
Right? Like,
but I definitely don't like blue cheese on my salad.
Well,
I just don't really like blue cheese. Maybe if they say, "Hey, all we have is blue cheese for your wings, your hot wings." Okay, that's fine. I'll take a little bit of it.
So, I don't like ranch on wings on a salad, but you know what ranch goes so well with? Cheese fries. Oh. I also don't like ranch on my pizza.
You don't like ranch on your pizza?
No.
I love like a nice like a salty pizza, ranch all over it, like drizzled over or just dipped in. I love it.
What about how do you feel about the garlic butter that comes with a Papa John's pizza?
Yes. So let me tell you this.
Yeah.
We have a secret recipe for our mashed potatoes, and anytime that we go to Papa John's, who has, I guess, arguably the best garlic sauce that you can get to like put on your pizza, we always order an extra like 5. You know, they always give you one with each pizza.
And they're like 50 cents extra each.
Yeah, they're money.
Worth it.
They're money, and they're so good. Like, I mean, I believe that every person should have their own.
How do you share that?
If I was president, I would make sure that every pizza comes with its own garlic sauce, just wrapped up into the price. It should
like
just come
the fucking class president, and I'll make sure that I put Doritos back in the vending machines.
And But anyway, we would buy so many extras that we'd have them just sitting in the fridge, and
Sure.
that's what we add to. We make our mashed potato recipe like regular, and then we always add like one or two of those for every few pounds of potatoes that we make.
Do you melt it first? Because it starts to like kind of
it like congeals.
It does congeal, and but sometimes you get it like that too. You never get it the same way.
So here's my method. This is stupid. My method for warming back up pizza the next day with a garlic sauce, because it does congeal, because I store it in the fridge. I don't think you're supposed to not store it in the fridge.
It definitely says keep refrigerated.
But when they give it to you in the store, they put it in that pizza box, right? And it heats up enough from the residual heat from the pizza. So I put it on. So I heat it up in the toaster oven is where I usually heat my pizza back up in. So I put it on the top of the toaster oven, the whole container, like right on the seam. So it's going to heat that stuff up.
Why do you think that they decided to like that was their thing? The cup of like the butter, the garlicky butter. And then the pepper, like
the little peppercini.
Like why? And but if you get a cheese pizza, it might be the flat, like the thin crust. It doesn't come with the sauce. It comes with like a little seasoning packet
for the pizza.
Yeah.
What kind of seasoning?
I think it's like a garlicky. Like I think it's just. Maybe
like
it's
the
Italian seasoning?
Like the dry version.
I don't know. I've never actually used it because it's annoying. Because you open up the box expecting the cup of garlicky butter sauce, and you get.
I don't Papa John's that hard, but when I do, it's always a shakaroni.
The shakaroni. The shakaroni is fucking good.
I have an unnecessary love for pepperoni.
Do you follow that guy that just like works at Papa John's and he just like, all right, this person ordered They ordered a pineapple pepper pizza, and he just makes pizza.
No, I follow thirsty women that work at pizza shops that make them real sexy.
Do you follow that individual where someone will be like, I'm 5'10", 185 pounds, and 6 inches, and she'll go, and she'll pull like, she has a measuring tape, and she'll pull it down, and she'll say, yeah, perfect. Or someone will be like, I'm 2'10", 3 inches, take it or leave. And she's like, yeah, that's going to be too small for me. And that's what she does.
They're talking about their dick size?
Yeah.
Wait, is she rating their dicks?
Yep. And someone will be like, 5 inches around. And then she'll like pull out the ruler and she'll say, or like, I have a slight curve to the left. I'm 7.5 inches. And then like some people will say like out like, oh, I'm 10 inches. And she's like, yeah, I don't know why like you would lie about that, But
I mean, there's got to be some dudes out there that are. I mean, I've seen it on the internet.
Sure. And I feel like that's more of a curse than it is like a yes.
Sure. I mean, I was going to take it. I was going to go shit at work the other day.
Sure.
And there's construction going on right now. And so I go to go in, and the girl that cleans the bathrooms.
Yeah.
She was like on her way in there, like with a plunger, and I see her like I'm like following behind her a little bit, and I go, "Oh, are you going into the bathrooms with that? Like I can go the other way if you're in there. I'm not going to follow you, obviously." And she goes, "Yeah, they're like all the way to the top. If you were to sit down on the toilet, your butt would hit the water." And then like. I'm glad that that I stopped myself, because what I was gonna say just naturally was that's not the first thing it'll hit the water. But I have to assume if I had a 10-inch dick that it would always just hit the water.
Your dick would always be wet and covered in shit. You would literally have a shit covered dick always. Do you think though, like, okay, dick size is so interesting because like. Big, like ginormous isn't always like better,
sure.
But small also isn't better,
You gotta find the happy medium.
You gotta find, and
well, it's not even anything that you can find. I mean,
yeah, right. You don't really have much of a
you
say.
Just got what you got,
right? But that's why it's always so interesting to me when people are like, "Oh, well, you got a small dick," but it's like you don't have any control, like. Yeah. Like, hey, you put on weight, you can try to lose that weight, right? Like, you want to change your hair color, but you can't really change the size of your dick. There might be some surgeries, or Blue Chew.
Oh yeah, that'll get you.
They do always try to like sell like, and it also increased that dick size.
So I'm always looking it up when I'm over at your house. So that's probably why you get the ads.
Yeah, I'm wondering why I'm getting a lot of Blue Chew. I saw was it Matt Rife is he? Everyone becomes a Blue Chew
because Matt Rife is funny.
Well, and Matt Rife literally just like everything is Matt Rife to comedy what Taylor Swift is to music right now. Like, do you think that Matt Rife will ever hit that level of stardom or no? Like,
I don't think any comedian will hit that level.
Or, dude, musician. Like, I don't think we will see someone top Taylor Swift for at least a long fucking time.
Yeah, she's got it going on. Yeah.
It's genius.
We were talking about some friends of mine were buying like tickets.
Actually, to go see.
It was pre-sale tickets. Actually, when we went to Green Day, they bought the pre-sale tickets to Green Day. Hey, okay. It might sell out, right? It did not. I don't think it sold out, or maybe it did.
It did sell out, but it wasn't like.
Yeah. So they pay. So the prices dropped.
Oh yeah.
And then they sold out, right? So we paid, premium dollars.
Is that tickets. Premium? What do they call it? Premium? Is it premium pricing? Like
I don't know. It's
they
like,
do it based off of supply and demand.
Sure. Yeah. You pay what you pay. But oh wait, did I tell you about the other concert that's coming through? I did tell you. Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium,
but the biggest one,
August Burns Red, which we need to tickets? Go. Yes, we will.
Get tickets and then get me one, and I'll just pay you back.
You just want one, or does Jenna want to go?
Jenna's not going to go.
No.
Is Shay coming?
Mm-hmm. We're all going.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll
when do they go on sale? Because I'll ask.
So the pre-sale went on. Oh, my phone's on. I updated iOS 18.
Oh, nice.
The pre-sale. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go find that. I think the pre-sale already happened. We vetoed that because, of the Green Day incident.
It's not going to sell out.
I don't think so. Well, it's at the Man?
The Fillmore, right?
The Fillmore. Yeah, sure. So I don't know. I don't know how big a theater that is.
You've never seen August Burns Red?
No, I haven't, and I really want to.
They're really good live.
They're
really good.
I don't know what they're playing, but Trivium is playing Ascendancy, like the entire album in its entirety. I think it was their first album.
Or someone else is going on tour. There's a lot of good music. Well, the biggest one, apparently, I don't know if this is true and confirmed yet, but I saw that Warped Tour is coming back for 2025.
I never went to Warped Tour.
My problem is with festivals, like, I would rather pay more money to see a couple bands than less money to see like 10 minutes of
a band that you like,
15 band. You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, we got 2 songs, but I can't see you because I want to go see you, but you're playing on this stage. But evidently they're coming back. But speaking of music, I think the biggest controversy in music right now is Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
So how do you feel about them getting a new singer? And have you listened to the new song?
So I have not listened to the new song. I feel like it's tough to replace Chester anyway, like no matter what.
So, okay. So the new song is called The Emptiness Machine. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that they're necessarily trying to replace him. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that when they brought this individual in, I can't remember her name. So they bring, what is her name?
Okay.
So they bring this individual in, and it just kind of like they put some like cryptic countdown, right, on their website that they were going to, like, something was going to happen.
Chester Bennington's mom feels betrayed. What?
Yeah, so evidently, like, his son and like everyone is like kind of mad that they're, but also, so the drummer, it's not the same drummer anymore, and the guitarist isn't touring. He said, I don't want to do it.
So who's still left?
So you have the bassist, Mr. Han, Mike Shinoda, and the new singer. However, I heard, and I don't know how true this is, right? Mm-hmm. But what is her name? Like, I can't.
Her name is
Emily Armstrong.
Emily Armstrong, yes.
Evidently, she is or she was really close and friends with Danny Masterson.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so the singer of the Mars Volta, so evidently Danny Masterson raped the singer of the Mars Volta's wife. Like he wrote a song about it, and that was, I think, one
Does
of
the Mars Volta have lyrics?
Yeah,
I thought that the Mars Volta was a
instrumental. No, they have lyrics. Yeah.
Okay, all right, sorry. Okay.
So, and she, I guess, went to the trial, I guess, in support of him, and then was like, "Oh, I didn't realize, like, I don't support this." I was like, "But that is never a good look." Like, honestly, like, I don't care who you are, I'm not going to support you at trial if you're on trial for raping multiple people. Like, I'm good. But was it Ashton and Mila who came out and they were like, we put like support letters out, but like they had to then backpedal and say, no, we don't mean it anymore. You know,
that's tough. Like, all right, if you had a scandal and I knew for sure that you were innocent. Well, I don't know if Danny Masterson is or not, right? But like,
sure.
What if you had me convinced that you were innocent? Should I? I mean, I probably should stick up for you. I should give my support to you. But then, like, once you find out that they're not,
then you have to say, I can't. Like,
shit. Well, like,
and so
how about this? What about Jack Black and Kyle Gass? What did Kyle Gass say? He made threats about.
He made the day after the the first Donald Trump assassination, he made some comment when they were playing live, and then they had to cancel.
The first?
So there was another one that just happened over the weekend. Yeah, I know.
I haven't heard about this.
Yeah, apparently it was at a golf course.
Did somebody hit him with a golf ball?
Well, somebody shot at him again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Which is wild to me.
You know, for as many guns as we have in this country, we sure are bad shots.
Fucking, it's just crazy to me that like that's happened twice now. You know,
I joke about that. That's not funny. I don't want anybody to get shot, but
well, it's just it's wild that. Also, I don't know how people knew about, like. How they knew he was there. I haven't really read much into it, but I just remember we were watching the football games on Sunday, and people like a live thing went across the screen about another assassination attempt. But so to get back to Danny Masterson,
yes.
So Scientologist, and apparently they covered up a lot of it. I guess Emily Armstrong is also a Scientologist.
Oh.
But is Danny Masterson? Is he the oldest of the three? So
I don't know the family.
So his brother was, Francis and Malcolm in the Middle, and then
wait, what?
And then Alana Masterson from The Walking Dead, who played Tara, was the sister, or is the sister. But I don't know,
you're about to make me look up the whole Masterson family.
Yeah. I don't know what
Danny Masterson family.
What was the other? He was in.
Oh, okay, Alana. Yeah,
Walking
Dead.
From The Walking Dead. Yep.
Christopher Masterson. Is he from
Malcolm in the Middle?
He was the oldest brother.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, man. It's Hollywood. Everyone is,
I guess so.
Everyone's kind of intertwined with one another.
They're either sleeping with each other or related to each other.
Well,
or both if you go to the porn studios.
And it's acceptable. It's fucking
or their
acceptable.
stepbrothers.
Yeah, sure. Also acceptable. Do you think, though, that, like, religion is a very interesting thing, right? But how many years ago was it when the whole Catholic, like there was the inappropriate relations with children, like with boys.
I think it might still be happening.
Oh, for sure. But like, so it's not just a Scientology thing, but like it's just something that
is it a power thing, like a trust
thing?
It's
fucked up is what it is. Like,
if you give any human the trust, you're gonna get, not any human, if you give enough humans the trust to do whatever they want to do with, like, and get out of jail free card, some of them are gonna take it.
Well, because how many priests got off when that whole
I think they all got off.
God damn it. I mean, how many of them, though, like, nothing happened? None of them went to, like...
Right, yeah.
The church
That's the joke, is that they got relocated. They got moved.
Right. And then they went through therapy or whatever. Spotlight was a very good Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams. It was about the initial like reports when the whole like scandal was coming out, and then at the end it's just a fucking list of
Oh no.
everybody, and there were people from the church that I went to here in Delaware that were
no.
on that. Yeah, and it was, I mean, great movie. If you ever are looking for something, you know.
Do you have anything that you want to tell everybody?
So I grew up Catholic.
Do you want to show us on the doll?
So I grew up Catholic, right? And the priest that I used to have, he actually just died. He used to get really pissed because they would force us to tithe, right? Like as a kid, like, hey, reach into your pocket, whatever money you have to put it in. And so I told him when I was making my communion, so I went up to second grade and made my Holy Communion, and I said, I'm only doing this because I know I'm going to get money and I know I'm going to get toys. And he went out and he was like, well, one of the children said that, you know, that they're just doing this for this. And let me just remind you that, you know, like 50% should go to the church or whatever. And I think it was South Park when Cartman inherits all of that money when his aunt dies or whatever. And the father's like, hey, you should give some of that money to God. He's like, oh, that's all right. I think God has enough money. But, you know, like, I'm a fucking kid and I'm sorry, but we used to work with somebody who, when I'm making a budget with people, you should factor in tithing. Fuck that. Hear me out, right? You shouldn't factor in any donations to anyone until you are 100% financially secured and debt-free, and then you can give to whoever the fuck you want. But do not say, hey, you have debts that you're trying to clean up, but also make money and take money and make room with your, for that.
If I could pay down another $200 off my credit card statement or give the church $200, I'm doing myself a disservice by not spending that $200.
And you know what? Shame on that individual for like looping
for then
that
pushing
in.
those habits onto other people,
onto people like a vulnerable,
insecure.
a vulnerable, financially insecure group of individuals that are trying to. And then they're going to say, "Oh, okay, so now I'm struggling, but I need to make sure that I'm taking $50 and giving it to the fucking church." Fuck that. Fuck that. I am all for giving when you are able to give, right? Like I think donations, like it's good, right? And not necessarily to the church. Like I won't ever give a cent to any fucking church, right? But I would donate money to other nonprofits or whatever that I believe in.
Sure.
But I wouldn't do that while I have debt. No.
That's
I'm
stupid.
good. Yeah.
That's stupid. Shit. You should even think as far as to prioritize the bills that you have that are zero interest.
Yep. Right.
You got to be smart about it.
Right. I mean, we have a podcast we're still trying to fucking pay off.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But you know what we haven't done, and I've been seeing it's like a fucking pattern, man. The GoFundMe's. Hey, I'm looking to start a podcast. I'm looking to get a new computer. We're sitting on how much fucking debt, right? To like, okay, the idea is you take debt on and hope that you build something and it pays off, right? That's the idea. But
that's capitalism, baby.
I would never start a GoFundMe for this.
Wait, didn't we start a GoFundMe for less? We started a GoFundMe.
We started a GoFundMe so people would pay us to go eat food.
We should just do that. We had a nice little roundabout at the buffet the other day.
But I would never ask people to like, hey, you got
a little money to help me.
If people want it now, if people want to donate money to us on their own, we won't turn it down. But
do we have that? No, we don't even have a way for people to do that.
No.
Just reach out to us. We can
reach out to us. So we're actually going through. We don't even have our merch online right now because we're still trying to figure out how we're going to. So we were third party sourcing it, but the cost it's fucking astronomical. They
were bending us over a barrel
and showing us all 50 states. But I mean, it's wild, like how much. So okay. They were taking, the shirt was $24.99. They would take $22.99, give us $2, and then charge us $30 a month to be on their platform. I would rather spend $200 buying 30 shirts or whatever, and then send those out to you from our fucking, we would send those out to you ourselves and cut them out. So that we're looking into that as well, just because it's fucking, and that doesn't seem to just be an us thing. Like we've talked to many different, entrepreneurs and people who own various businesses that say like you'd make it. It's fucking redonkulous.
Yeah. Is that where we're gonna make our money? Is in merch? Is this kind of like comic book stuff? Like they make all their money in toys.
I guess so. Wait, can we get action figures?
Action figures of us?
Funko Pops.
Okay. Funko Pops. I want like a doll of each of us.
Yeah. Know? Oh yeah. Oh, Daddies the dolls.
I'm talking like life-size dolls.
Sure. Yeah. Like it's like the $7,000. It's got like
are these sex dolls?
The movable.
And you can screw on attachments. And then we could finally get that 10-inch cock.
Because then you can change the size based off of your needs.
That's right. Yeah.
A big part of what we do is we want to understand your why. Well, hopefully this new...
hopefully the why is that you're looking for a 10-inch cock.
I'll tell you what though, man. I have been playing a lot of Dead Rising.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
why don't you stream on your Twitch? You should have been streaming on your Twitch the whole time.
Well, it wouldn't be very entertaining because I keep dying and then, like, launching back in to, like, secure food. You know what I mean? Like, it's not...
So what you do is you get really good at it now.
Sure.
And then just say, hey, I'm going to start running playthroughs on the new Dead Rising.
It's first time playing, guys.
Let's see how I do.
And I'd be like, wait, why are you a level 50? And you already have everything unlocked. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. It's always a pleasure to get back to you and I.
The 1v1 me, bro.
The 1v1. I love our interviews, but, it's different. Mm-hmm. It's a different thing.
Have you noticed that our interviews are very, like, I don't want to say motivating and positive, but when it's just you and me, we're like talking about like
it's like a demotivational poster. Yeah, right.
You and I are demotivational, and we just let people talk about whatever they want to talk about. Let's bring some people on that are demotivating as well.
Well, I think too, like the good thing is like we are able to kind of feed and I feel like relate. Everyone we've had on has been very relatable, and maybe if it's not even to us, right? Like, but like I think Naomi, right? Like we're not strippers. We've never been part of the Amish community, but I think the story she was telling was like, oh, okay, like that's
right.
Not
many people have been either strippers or Amish. And even fewer have been both. She's probably in the 1% club for that.
Yeah. But that was if you haven't listened to that episode, it aired last week. Please go back and listen to it. And then even one back before that, A Place for Owls. Check that out. I promised those guys I would hang a vinyl right there.
Uh-huh. Are you putting top spot?
I'm gonna do the top spot. Yeah. I ordered the LP.
Okay.
I think they did an exclusive run of those vinyls.
When does their album come out?
November 1st.
Okay. All right, November so we got 1st. A month plus.
I think they said they still had some left, but the album is available for pre-order. So that will also it's all you can find all this content and more on our Instagram.
That's right.
And our YouTube and our link tree. But yeah, man. All right. Well, then I will see you next week.
Yeah, sounds good. See you, dude.
All right. See you.